Welcome back to The Climb. I'm Rhapsody, and this game is the reason I drink. We've got Win the Game as... Fuck it. I'm actually gonna nuke all of my other decks. Make it just a little bit clearer in here. Everything that's not 2-drop the deck, not Reynard, and Win the Game. Now let's have a look at Win the Game. I mean... I have another golden tracking to put in, so, you know, I'll put that in. It's good. Glad to have golden tracking. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be putting some of the traps in by removing anything that isn't directly synergistic to make it a much earlier game. Yep, done. See if there's anything else I've earned recently that I want to put in. Bloodlight, no. Divine Shield, no. Okay. Done. Let's get back out there on the ranks and see if we can climb anything more with the Win the Game deck. So far we've only had one video with this, and that was, I believe, 4 times we fought, and 3 times we won. So it has a pretty good win rate so far, is what I'm saying. I am relying on it to get me to Legendary Rank 1. Because that's completely realistic, definitely. There's no other cards I need whatsoever. And no practice I need to actually be able to play at that level. It's definitely
Doomhammer. Let the hunt begin.
So, I'm probably going to actually play the Scavenging Hyena early, just because... it's got 2 damage. It's probably going to kill one of his totems. It's not giving me value by killing a totem. Actually, I will probably Deadly Shot and then run out the Animal Companion on turn 3, because now I have Scavenging Hyena, Unleash the Hounds, and Timberwolf. So I have one of my big kind of end the game combos. Or rather, maybe you can't end the game, but you can definitely create a really big Scavenging Hyena, and that's gonna be badass. Point out something with 4. 4 health, awesome. Now, what do I need here? That's right. I need Hogger. I'm relying on you, Hogger. It's not Hogger, but it's also not Leox, so it's good enough. He probably has a way to deal 1 damage, though. There's the Frost Shock, there's the Earth Shock. Both ways to deal 1 damage. You can also do the Lightning straight to it. Now, this is interesting. I can Deadly Shot to remove one of them and then hit the other, and then put him in a situation where... I think he's trying to protect the Demolisher. Yeah, I definitely think he was trying to protect the Demolisher so that he could get the 50-50 and try and remove Misha for free. But I'm not going to let that happen. Not in a million years. So there we go. That's the way to deal 1 damage. I do have an Arcane Shot to deal with it, so I'm fine. Arcane Shot. And at this point, I am going to use Tracking to draw into a Starving Buzzard, hopefully. Starving Buzzard. Good. So now I have a really good combo coming up. He populates the board. At any point in this game, I've got a Starving Buzzard, Scavenging Hyena, Unleash the Hounds, destroy whatever he played. That's only 2 cards. I don't want a Scavenging Hyena 2 cards. What is possible here is that I play the Scavenging Hyena, and I buff it with the Houndmaster, so that it's out of range of the Ironfur Grizzly. I have a lot of health, actually. I do have a lot of health. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sit on it. I'm going to hope that he is dumb enough to populate the board. Of course, playing against someone who knows kind of where the strengths of this Hunter deck are, you're not going to populate the board. You're definitely not going to have 4 creatures on the board at any time, because that would be insane. That would probably be something that's going to lose you the game. 4. Draw those cards. Yeah. Love it. And another one for safe measure. So it's a shame, but I'm not going to be able to actually remove both of them. But I will end up with a real big Scavenging Hyena as a result. And I've drawn into some of my other win conditions. I've got 2 kill commands here, so that's 10 damage straight to the face. I've got a Stampeding Kodo to remove any of his taunts. I've got a Faceless Manipulator, just in case he has a real big guy. That probably wouldn't be the card I would have chosen. I would have killed the Timberwolf if I were him. Yeah, it was. Sorry.
Apologies.
Oh! Okay. It's possible he didn't know that the frog was a taunt, so he didn't know he was going to be losing the Iron Fur Grizzly out of doing that. So... I think now is when I populate the board. Yep. Because now if it hits either of those with the knife, yeah, I can remove it. So now he's got an empty board and I've got a real big card advantage. And, on top of that, I am infinitely more likely than he is to deal damage straight to the face. For example, he's gonna... No, it's a taunt? Okay. So, he's gonna do that, and I'm just gonna ignore it entirely. I don't need to deal with that. I can Houndmaster this, run it in there, and then just run straight to the face. Ooh, actually... Here's the play. I Houndmaster it, and then I become a copy of it. Yeah. Those are the strats. And then I run that across, and then run straight into the face, because this has already given me value. The Stampeding Kodo has already given me almost all of the value the Stampeding Kodo will do at any point. But, having these 2 Timberwolves alive, it's really powerful. So at this point, I can deal to him next turn 12 damage. Yeah, 12 guaranteed damage, using only 8 of my mana. So I can kill command, and I can steady shot. Start of your turn. Okay, that's not going to help you. Can you summon a taunt totem? A taunt totem. Nope, didn't do it. Have you got any 1 mana? Clear the whole board type stuff going on? No, you don't. Well, that's well played.
Well played.
Well played. End of the game. We played well around our win condition, and off the back of that, we won. Way 1. Although... we cannot expect that to happen in the majority of games. And the reason we can't expect that to happen in the majority of games is because we have a lot of trouble dealing with 1 big minion. I only have 1 deadly shot in this entire deck. It's possible I need to bump that up to 2. It's definitely possible. But if he had got to a point where he had 1 big thing on the field, I had nothing, and he wasn't populating, I would have had a lot of trouble. So we kind of need to rely on our opponents to do a lot of population. So I find more often than not, Rexxar versus Rexxar is... Okay, so who's going to use Unleash the Hounds first? Because that person loses. Because the other person unleashed the Hounds as a response. Hopefully I edited that sneeze out. Hopefully. Tracking. Knife Juggler, Starving Buzzard. I mean, it's a hands. Good. It'll be good enough. So I have a Starving Buzzard already and a kill command. I think I actually do want to track into an Animal Companion or an Unleash the Hounds. But there's so many things, there's so many good things I could have left in my deck that it's possible I get offered Unleash the Hounds, Animal Companion. And then, well, that's a bad day. Ooh. Okay. Scavenging Hyena. Ooh. I do want to remove that, but I would have to rely on tracking into an Arcane Shot to remove it. And that's 2 cards I would have to spend. So I'm going to let him populate the board. And then hopefully either draw or track into a Unleash the Hounds. Would be beautiful to have a multi-shot on turn 4 here. I am going to spend one of my trackings digging for a multi-shot for next turn. Explosive Trap will work. Explosive Trap most definitely will work. And it also gives me a steady shot. Ooh, I love it. That's not gonna die, unfortunately, the River Crocolisk. But playing a Knife Juggler playing a Knife Juggler into almost anything has a 50-50 after this turn to kill the River Crocolisk. So I'm fine with that. It's also possible that he has a Houndmaster in hand and is managing to save one of the creatures, in which case, if he Houndmasters the Scavenging Hyena and then attacks... Oh, man. I should have considered that as a possibility. No. Okay. Not gonna happen. Okay, positioning. Did you not want to put that in the middle? Anyhow. Tracking to Unleash the Hounds. No. I did get Arcane Shot, though. Bye-bye. And... shoot him in the face. We're on health parity, basically. Ooh, kill commands. So now we're not on health parity. Now we have problems. I do have a taunt, though. Yay! I did manage to draw into a taunt. So, Starving Buzzard taunt. And then that's wiped out by that. Attack in, steady shot, almost any card in your hand will win. But I need to do it. Unleash the Hounds, you're a bit late, buddy. Snipe, you're way too late. You're supposed to be a turn 1 play. Well, turn 1 when I'm going second, so I can coin into it. Useless. Charge. Oh! There we go. GG. That was really unfortunate. I wasn't able to translate my card advantage into actual advantage of the game. And I will actually say it was really unlucky that I didn't draw out any of my Unleash the Hounds, because he populated the field like a motherfucking madman. But I didn't get the Unleash the Hounds to actually deal with the way that he populated the field. Which is entirely unfortunate. It can't be expected, though. It's really sad. I could not have expected that. The not drawing the Unleash the Hounds, I mean. I mean, I used a tracking. I think I may have used 2 trackings. So, I had just so many opportunities to draw that Unleash the Hounds, and I didn't get any of them.
Versus Uther.
Uther. Now, I'm pretty glad to be versing a Paladin here.
Fight with honor. Let the hunt begin.
Primary reason being because his hero ability populates the field. I'm going to keep this hand. It's got a good mix of removal and a good mix of early plays, so I'm fine with that. Definitely fine with that. It's entirely possible I coin into my Bloodfen Raptor so that the next turn I have the option of Timberwolf and Arcane Shot to remove whatever he has on the field, and then Bloodfen Raptor to the face for 4 damage. Which is a lot of cards, yes, I'm completely aware. But gotta, you know, break some eggs to make a souffle. Have you got a turn 1 play? If not, just pass the turn. There we go. Ooh, and it does leave me with an explosive trap the turn after if I really want. Or even just steady shot. I need to do damage to the face. I keep forgetting about my win condition. I did it in the first game, and well, I didn't forget in the first game. I did my win condition in the first game. And then in the second game, what's a win condition? What? Okay, so that probably wasn't the ideal or primary target for you to use that against, but I'm glad, you know, if you want to do that, you've basically used that to save yourself 2 health, where instead you could use it later and save yourself from a gigantic scavenging hyena.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, I should have gone to the face. It's 1 damage, I know, but I should have gone to the face. Because it's much more likely he's a control deck than it is that I am.
Not on my watch.
Whoa. Well, okay. So I could Houndmaster my Bloodfen Raptor, which would mean he would have to trade both of them. This would survive, of course, because of the Divine Shield. But then you end up with the Houndmaster on the field. I keep forgetting that the Houndmaster is a card in itself. In and of itself. Now he's on 5 mana. What am I looking for here? A Consecration would be pretty annoying, because then that's the Silverhand Recruit trades over, and the Argent Squire trades over. In fact, also the True Silver Champion would be pretty annoying. Blessings of Kings. I can kill command that. It's fine. Oh, not killing my guy? Okay. So I'm gonna Arcane Shot that. Deadly Shot. Tap. So I now have card advantage. Awesome. Let's translate that into a win. Let's do what we couldn't do last game. He is on 18 health, so he's on a 9-turn clock if I just steady shot, 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 steady shot. I didn't count, so hopefully that was 9 steady shots.
Let me think.
If not, I'll just say that I was going to kill command anyway. Are you going to remove my guy? Yes, you are. And reinforce. Awesome. I'm glad with reinforce. I can take that out with a run. I'm not going to take it out, Ryan. God fucking damn it. I have no clue what my win condition is, ever. Misha. Wow, I'm fine with Misha. Shoot you in the face. So he could use another one of the +3 damage to a creature things and remove Misha. He could also use a True Silver Champion to remove Misha. Holy Wrath. Draw a card and deal damage. Oh, sorry, buddy. That was bad RNG.
Reporting for duty.
That's really unfortunate, because now I'm going to Tundra Rhino into Scavenging Hyena into the face. Or am I going to do the Timberwolf? I think I'll do the Timberwolf, actually. Oh no, I missed another damage. Damn. So I did have the damage from the Timberwolf, which actually might be important. And the reason it might be important is because my steady shot and a kill command, while I still have a beast on the field, is... yeah. Is going to do a total of 7 damage. So if he... oh, he can't. He doesn't have the damage for it. Awesome. We've won. Well played. So it seems like I have a game on, a game off, a game on, a game off, a game on, etc. into the foreseeable future. I think I win, and then I get cocky, and then I forget about my win condition. Which is a problem. It's definitely a problem. It's something I'm going to have to keep in mind from this point onwards, forging into the future, and attempting to win this game. So I have a pack of magic cards next to me. I tend to get addicted to TCGs and CCGs, which you might have noticed at this point with 2 Hearthstone videos a day. So I avoided buying any physical Magic the Gathering cards for a very, very long time, but unfortunately, or very fortunately, a friend of mine recently purchased a pack, I want to say a starter's kit, and decided afterwards that he didn't want it, and now I have it. So, an incredible amount of thanks to him, but now my life is ruined! It's like heroin. The first hit is free. Oh, I love it. I am going to freezing trap that. So if you cast it again, you have to do 3 more damage to yourself. I'm going to freezing trap it again next time you try. Hopefully he thinks it's an explosive trap. So he doesn't want to play anything else and then charge in. Like he can't Bluegill Warrior or something like that. And he also can't play it again this turn. Yeah, unless he coins it out. Wait, no, I had the coin. So I coined out the freezing trap. Do it again! These are the delay plays. Hopefully this turn he plays that Flame Imp again. But it does look like he has an early game-based deck, so... Oh, we're versing 2 Chains! 2 Chains himself! Mr. Chains, sir. I'm such an incredible fan of nothing you've ever done. Populate the board with a lot of weenie dudes. Do it. Because he's got an early game deck, is what I'm presuming here from having a Flame Imp and just a 2-drop and a 3-drop. Fairy Dragon. Okay. That Fairy Dragon was the one that I put back in his hand, so now I know he has a Flame Imp and 4 cards that I don't know. So I can't Arcane Shot that, which is unfortunate. I probably want a Knife Juggler. Stops me from taking a lot of the damage, and I'm not going to be using the Knife Juggler in any of my combos, just because Starving Buzzard is far better. Now, I do have the Starving Buzzard, and I do have the Unleash the Hounds, so... I do have Deadly Shot for a bit of removals. I'm fine with this. And on top of that, if he removes it with the Harvest Golem, I'm fine with that. Why am I fine with that, you might ask? Let's hear the chorus. Why are you fine with that? The reason I'm fine with that is because it does put another 2/1 on the field, so he has to populate the field. Or at the very least, maintain field parity without doing 2 damage to me and putting that down to 1 health so it dies immediately to an Unleashed Hound.
I wonder.
So that was the same Flame Imp again. That's a very populated field. What I want to draw is a Timberwolf. It's not a Timberwolf. Now, give me a Timberwolf. It's not a Timberwolf. Give me a Timberwolf. It's not a Timberwolf. Give me a Timberwolf. It's not a Timberwolf. Give me a Timberwolf. Fuck! Nah! I do have another Unleash the Hounds, so I probably don't even clear his board. I will probably Arcane Shot the Direwolf Alpha though. But hell, if I'm Arcane Shotting the Direwolf Alpha, I'm going to send 1 over the damaged Golem. Yeah. So, That was really unfortunate for me. I've got 17 cards in my deck, and I believe 2 of them are Timberwolves. I think I have 2 Timberwolves recently. As of recently. It's entirely possible that only one of them is a Timberwolf, and I'm a dumb man for considering the possibility that I might have more. Now, one thing, by leaving 2 of his guys on the board, he is disincentivized from using Hellfire because he has to sacrifice so much of his own stuff.
What you looking at?
Are you going to remove the Starving Buzzard? Because if you don't, I'm going to unleash the Hounds again next turn. And that time, I fucking promise you I'm going to draw that Timberwolf.
I wonder.
Don't. Ah, he did. Oh well. So now I can hit that and then I can Deadly Shot. Any other way I want to consider doing that? Nope. Hit that. Deadly Shot. Put out a Snipe and then attack. Oh no, I should have tracked. I definitely should have tracked. I had 1 mana left over. And I'm looking for a Timberwolf. Or a Starving Buzzard, to be honest. And the reason I'd be looking for a Starving Buzzard is because a Starving Buzzard into... Haha! Fuck your shit! With a lot of low-cost cards, you can make a questing adventurer spiral out of control. So what he should have done is tested traps. And that's what you want to do. You want to think, what traps does that class have? What would be the least problematic for me to have to deal with right now? And then deal with it accordingly. So he's got 2 things on the board. I don't have a Starving Buzzard. I'm going to track just to see if I can get a Starving Buzzard. Ooh, multi-shot. I could multi-shot. That would be a non-optimal multi-shot, but I can multi-shot. Yeah. Fuck it, man. Why not? Anyhow. You want to test what traps they have. So in that situation, I could have had a freezing trap, I could have had a snake trap, I could have had a explosive trap, or I could have had a snipe. So what you need to do is think, if he has a snipe, let's play around that. If I'm playing a 1-1 this turn, that gives me only value for when I actually summon it, then why not play that first, just to avoid the possibilities of snipe dealing with me. And even though you wouldn't be able to get a +1/+1 on your questing adventurer, as the safe play, it is the better play. So, Houndmaster into that, and then a Bloodfen Raptor, and then shoot in the face. Yep. So at this point, I'm actually just holding him off. And the reason I'm holding him off is because every turn I'm steady shotting him, and I do have a kill command in hand. So he's got 6 health at this point, basically. In my mind, he has 6 health. And unless he plays another taunt, or removes by board, so he could Hellfire here, and that would probably actually be a decent play. Hellfire into playing something else. Because I have such a incredibly far more valuable board than he does at the moment.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
That's only going to remove one thing. Do you have a Frostwolf Grunt? It's not going to save you, but do you have a Frostwolf Grunt? Nope. Well played.
Well played.
Terrific. So I've defeated 2 chains. That means I'm pretty sure that means I'm now officially crowned the king of future music. So that's good. I didn't even have to do any of the DJing stuff. Another Timberwolf. Awesome. And it's gold. So what I'm going to do just before the very end of this episode is go and look as to whether I do have 2 Timberwolves in my deck. Deck limit 2. Yes, I have 2 of them in my deck. Now one of them's gold, so now I have a 50% higher chance to win because it's gold. So that's good. That's very good. I need to get the whole deck gold so that I can get the gold coin because that's just absurdly good. That'll be it for this rank climbing video. I believe I only lost once and then won 3 times. So hey, hey, hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hurrah for me. I'll catch you next time.